Hello everybody, welcome to my coffee break. Today I'm going to be trying another ethical bean coffee and it's called Superdark. And there we go. That's what it looks like. It's 100% traceable. And if you click on this QR code, it brings up a few things. It opens up Chrome, and if you have that as a browser, let me show you what it brings up. The first thing it brings up is it shows you, you know what, I didn't even, okay. It shows you this, and it shows you they have a whole bean and a ground coffee. Today I got the ground coffee to make my cold brew coffee. Yep. And then, let me put the chat. I thought I had the chat on. There we go. Should be working now. Let's close that and show you what the next page is when they brings up. And it brings this, and it shows you the origin of the coffee and where it was gotten from. As 1,400 to 1,600 meters, and it was harvested around December and March. And that little arrow is from Honduras. And that little arrow, and then it keeps going. So it shows you, this is actually the first page before the page I just showed you. But you'll click on Honduras and it will show you the where it was picked from and where it was harvested. And then it actually tells you about the coffee. And it's the profile. It was roasted on September 25th, 2020. And it's good till, you can enjoy it until September 25th, 2021. Hopefully, I'll have it finished before then, probably in a couple of weeks. But it tells you about the French roast. And then on the bottom where that OK is, it's saying it was scored 83 out of 100 in cupping. So it tells you a little bit about the French roast. And so today I made a cold brew, well, actually last night, and I got some new jars. This one is called Heritage, the jar is, and this is 16 ounces of water that I put in there. And let me put this down. I got kind of a new setup. I got a tripod that I'm using for my phone. So I had to reach a little further to get to my phone. So here we go. Let me show you, before we do that, let me show you how dark this coffee is. And it is actually really nice. It smells really good. And I hope my chat is working. And we'll see. Make sure my chat's working. There we go. It should be working now, hopefully. And we'll find out when somebody joins. Hey, thank you for joining me on YouTube. And there we go. Look, look how dark that is. That is really good. And I use 3 of these to my filter for my cold brew. And then I soak it overnight. And I probably do probably about an 8-hour, 11-hour brew. So I put it in, I put the cold brew in last night kind of late. So I let it sit there. That's why I came in a little later today. Plus, my friend MJ was on, so I didn't want to disturb his broadcast. So there we go. This is a really cool jar. Has a nice lid on it. I got this at Hobby Lobby. So we're going to give this coffee a try. I'm hoping my audio's doing good and the chat so far nobody said anything, so I don't know if the chat's working. Maybe I should check. Maybe I should check and see. Nope. I don't know. Oh, we'll just, I'll say hello. Everyone, or just to make sure my chat's working. Dun, dun, dun. Is it working? Oh boy. Let's see. Show chat. Hey, there we go. Well, my chat worked on there, so it's pretty cool. All right, let's get back. It's very humid in my garage right now. Everything's, all my glass and my jar are just sweating up a storm. So, oh, I got water in there. Let me get the water out. Ice is melting. Oh no. So let's get started with this cold brew. And see, I get it open. And you can see my filter coffee in there. Hey, let me know if you can hear me okay. I was having some trouble in my mic earlier in the week. And hopefully we got that settled. Look at that. Woo! You want to see it in 3D? Woo! I used to watch SCTV, and I don't know if you know what that is. It's a comedy show that was on Canadian TV called SCTV, Second City TV, I think it was. Oops, sorry, it's probably really loud, putting that lid on. And John Candy would always go, hey, let's see that in 3D. And then he goes, ooh. All right, I'll get off the silly box. And so, let's give this a try. My table, I got a new table, and everything's sweating on the table except for me. So, let's give it a try, shall we? Oh, man. Oh, that's really good. You know, they have these in whole bean. These are ground. This one's already ground. This is Superdark, USDA, fair trade, organic, sorry. And there it says fair trade, that one. So, and Superdark. And it says body balanced and glazing dark cocoa lace finish. So that's what I taste. I taste chocolate. So, let me see something. Let's see if it's working. I know my little chat thing worked, but I know somebody's watching me, was watching me on YouTube. Somebody's watching me on Twitch. Appreciate it. Thank you for joining me. I don't know why. I don't get a whole lot of views on Twitch. That's okay. Whoever watches me, that's great. I really appreciate the views. And I think my understanding is somebody has to share. Hey, Anna, thank you for joining me. Thank you for joining me on YouTube. And now I know my chat is working. Thank you. Can you hear me okay? I did a little new setup. I bought a clip for my tripod, and I bought a smaller table to do my coffee breaks on. Cool. And so I usually have like a little stand that I made out of PVC pipe. Oh, thank you very much. Am I too loud? And so I actually moved it off the table and onto a tripod. And so I thought I'd try that. Today, Anna, I'm trying a super dark, ethical bean coffee. And so far I tried 4 of those. Good. I have tried all 4 of the ground ones. And I noticed last night when I got this one that they have 4, well, they have the same ones of these in whole bean. And I really like whole bean better because I can grind it myself. But they have one called mellow. And so I think I'm going to try that one next. I haven't been disappointed in the ethical bean coffee. I really like their coffee. It's really good. They're like $7.96 a package. And today is very humid in my garage. This is where I have my setup at. And everything's getting wet. And except I'm not perspiring though. But my jar is getting all wet. So I have to be real careful when I pick them up that it doesn't slip out of my hand. How are you, Lori? Thank you for joining me today. Or Anna. Anna, thank you for joining me today. Today, last night we had, not last night, night before last, we had a big storm. It was kind of crazy driving in at home, but from work. But we made it okay. Everybody else was driving like super slow. Good. But yeah, this is actually a pretty good coffee. I like it. The last one I tried was the sweet espresso. And then I tried the Lush. Thank you. Thank you very much. Me too. It was like very stormy last night, night before. Last night was okay. But it was just really crazy. Everybody has this thing. I guess they just recently here in San Antonio, everybody's got. So if we don't get that much rain here, everybody gets like freaked out when it storms here, and they drive like 40 miles an hour on the highway with their flashers on, just kind of. And yes, you want to be careful, but you don't want to be too cautious. And so I try to stay at a certain speed, not just being careful, but I just want to get home. I don't want to be out in that storm, lightning and thundering, but it wasn't as bad as the last storm we had. Last storm we had about 2 or 3 weeks ago was pretty bad. It was like tornado warnings and wind gusts like 40 to 50 miles an hour wind. And that was crazy. But there we go. So this is, like some nice designs on this coffee. And this little QR code right there, if you click on that, you'll actually get the origin of the coffee, where it was harvested from. This coffee was harvested from 1,400 to 1,600 meters, I believe, on the mountains. And they have it. This traces from the crop to the cup. It's really cool, right? It's really neat. I like that. I got this at Walmart for like $7.96. But if you click on that QR code, you'll find out where it's from. And it gives you from the mountain all the way to your cup. And I think I tried to click on this one, but you can also click on that QR code there, but it's actually better to click on this one. This coffee is from Honduras, and I like Honduras coffee. Really good. Pretty cool. I like it. I like dark coffees. I like Ethiopian coffees. I like Peruvian coffees. I like Honduras coffee. All those South American coffees I really enjoy. Took me a minute to get set up before I came on. Somebody told me, well, you can still, for some reason, I'm getting wrinkles in my backdrop. And so I was trying to straighten it out. And I said, you know what? That's all I can do. I'm going to go on. So I'll have to fix it later. I have a steamer that I can probably steam it. But I just don't want to ruin the paint that's on there. So, how is, Laura, you're in Missouri, correct? Am I wrong? How is Missouri doing? We got still somebody watching on Twitch. I don't know if the Twitch comments are working. But I think on Twitch, you have to, I think, share the broadcast in order for it to actually be viewed by other viewers, because I think your broadcast just stays on your channel on Twitch. I'm not sure if it actually goes, because I tried to see the chat, see if anybody left the chat on Twitch, but right now I'm broadcasting on Facebook Live, Ken Rod's Coffee Break, Facebook Live, Twitter Live, or it used to be Periscope, but I think eventually they're going to change it to Twitter Live, and then Twitch and YouTube. But I'm actually broadcasting on YouTube to go to those other platforms. And this is a brand new jar that I got. I like this one better than the mason jar. It's called Heritage, but it's really, it's huge. My hand doesn't hardly fit around it. I got small hands, but has he been doing good? I thought I'd come on this morning and do this little broadcast and try this super dark coffee. And my glass is not super dark, but the grounds are really dark and crystally. Looks really good. Sorry, everything's sweating over here. So this is the scoop that I use. It's a 2 tablespoon scoop. I put 3 of these in a filter that I have. It's actually a tea filter, but it works out great for my cold brew coffees. So I put those in there, and then I take a piece of twine and I tie that and drop it in there in the water and let it set overnight. And in the morning, you have coffee ready to go. The last few times I've been making, well, for myself, I've been making pour-overs. And then, I know the last time I did a broadcast, I did the mocha pot. And that was really fun. I used the sweet espresso, Ethiopian. Ethical bean coffee. I used their sweet espresso, and I made a mocha pot. And that was really, really good. I guess I've been saying that a lot about their coffee. I enjoy it. The next one I'm going to probably try is the Mellow. The ethical bean coffee, Mellow coffee. And I didn't see where that one is from. And hopefully I'll be mellow after I drink the Mellow coffee. I saw somebody on YouTube try it, and they really liked it. They made a pour-over out of it. But I think before I do a pour-over, I'll make a cold brew coffee out of it. Because in Texas, it's just way too hot to be drinking hot coffee all the time. It's just way too hot. Yesterday, it got up to like 86, 87 degrees. And it was still because it was kind of cloudy yesterday. And today, I haven't been outside yet. But it looks like it might be kind of cloudy again this morning. I don't think it's raining today, but we actually, in San Antonio, we actually had more rain in the last 2 months than we had all last year. Hey, Lonely Lizard. Thank you for joining me today. I was wondering if that was you. I was watching. So school's out, right? You're done with school until if you go back, or you or started working. Were you going to go back to school? Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you very much. I'm doing great this morning. I don't have to go to work till later on today, so I thought I'd come on and do a cold brew coffee. And this is I already drank about half of it already. The jar was actually about up to here. And then, so this is actually, I'm drinking Ethical Bean Superdark French roast coffee ground. And they do have some coffees that are whole bean. So I think I'll start trying those because I really like to grind my own beans coffee. So what's your next adventure, Lonely Lizard? Are you going back to school? Or, I know you said, I guess a month ago, I guess now, that you had like last week of school. All the schools here in San Antonio, are all the like high schools and elementary schools, middle schools, or here they call it middle school. It's junior high, but they call it middle school. Like all those got out on, some got out on Thursday and some got out on Friday. And now at work, we're getting busier because school's out. Because everybody wants to come to where I work to play video games and eat pizza. Oh, my camera is, looks like, oh, there we go. No, I never had edible coffee. Oh, it's Sprouts? And it's called Nudge Edible Coffee. I'll have to check that out. And we have a Sprouts here. I can go by there and I'll have to write that name down so I don't forget. So it's edible, huh? What is it like? I don't know what. How does it come? Is it like a custard or something? Nudge edible coffee. I'll have to look that up. Thank you for that suggestion. I have to try that. How is it made? Or you just take it? You don't just eat it out of here, do you? It's like, oh, I'm opening up this package of coffee. I think I'll have a couple of teaspoons. I think I don't know what the legacy, what do you call it? I don't know if the comments come a little later. I don't know the time between. I'm doing great. I had, about a week ago, I had my first dose of vaccine. And so I go back June 7th to get the second one. In San Antonio, they just recently said no more mask. If you had both vaccines, and at my work, they said we don't have to wear masks, but I'm still going to wear mine till I get my second vaccine. But everybody's coming in are not wearing masks. There's a few people that do still wear masks, but you're not supposed to not wear a mask if you haven't had the second vaccine yet. And a lot of people are coming in without a mask. So I'm just still going to be cautious and wear my mask until I guess I forgot what they said. I think you wait. I guess you wait a week or two after you had your second vaccine, and you don't have to wear your mask. Somebody was telling me that on the news there was a guy that got his second vaccine and went out and started partying, and he caught COVID-19. But even though he had his second vaccine, but he just did it the day. Oh, I heard that when you get the second vaccine, it depends on how you feel. But some people on their second vaccine, for like 4 hours they don't feel too well. So for like 4 hours, somebody told me they got like a fever and chills or something, but then after 4 hours they started feeling better. So I'll have to try that Lonely Lizard Nudge edible coffee. And I just wonder how's that? What aisle would I look for that? Or maybe I'll just ask one of the employees. I'd say, hey, can you tell me where Nudge edible coffee is? Oh, sure, sir. It's right over here. Oh, I haven't yet to be disappointed in this ethical bean coffee. All 4 of them I tried. I tried a Lush. I tried the Superdark. I tried a sweet espresso. And then I tried a decaf coffee that didn't taste like a decaf coffee. And it was really good. And you can watch it. I have other videos on YouTube that I done on those. And also on Twitch. And the next one I'm going to try, like I said, is Mellow. It's called Mellow Coffee. And that one's only available in a whole bean coffee. And so the Walmart that I went to last night, they actually had those. I hadn't seen those in the other Walmarts that I've gone to. The other Walmarts, they just have the different packaging of these. So I'm going to give those a try. Oh, your mom got sick after the vaccine. Dad was fine. I mean, you were fine too after both doses? Cool. I'm hoping I was okay on the first vaccine. I wasn't sure how I would feel, but I was all right. My arm hurt just a tad, but they say the second one, your arm hurts more. I don't know. I'm just going by what people say. I'm not real sure. But, yeah. And somebody told me I was kind of dumb, I guess. I posted a picture of myself with my vaccine card on Facebook. And a friend of mine said, hey, be careful. People use that, can hack. I don't know how, but I guess they can use that, take a picture of that card and use it for themselves. I don't know. But so I took it off Instagram and Facebook. So next time I'll just say, hey, I got the second vaccine. So, but the local grocery store here, the pharmacy, are providing the one I go to is providing the visor, and so I took that one, and some of the other. I think Walgreens is providing the vaccine now, and also CVS. But the pharmacy that I go to, that's the one I went to because I don't know, I just know them. So I like to do business with that pharmacy. That's where I went to. And it's called HEB Plus Pharmacy. HEB is a very big grocery store chain here in San Antonio, and actually it's all over Texas. But they monopolized the grocery store chains here. We don't have an Albertsons. We don't have a Kroger's. We do have Whole Foods, and we have Trader Joe's, and we have Walmart has the grocery stores here. But that's pretty much it. We don't have Kroger's or Albertsons anymore. But yeah. Your arm was sore. Lori said her arm was sore after the second one. So we'll see how it goes. I took that day off just to be sure. So, if you tried this coffee, come back and leave a comment down below and let me know if you liked it. I haven't been disappointed. Like I said, probably repeating myself, sorry. But I really like this coffee brand. And it's ethical. Oh, let me take the top. I had a photo when I cut the bag. So that's what it looks like. Ethical bean coffee with a big E or little E. So let's close it up here. Well, I've been on 30 minutes. Thank y'all, everybody, for joining me today. Appreciate you take time in your morning to just join me with the coffee break. And so probably next time I'm going to try, I don't know, I might go tomorrow. I might go to a coffee shop. I'm not sure. We have so many great coffee shops. I'm not sure which one. I tried a new coffee shop the other day, and they make the pottery that they use in the shop. The coffee mug that I used, the coffee mug that I used when I drank my pour over coffee, it was a Ethiopian Yukachif, which I really love Ethiopian Yukachif coffee, and I had a pour over, and the mug that I used, they made it. That was part of their pieces that they made. And then you can go throughout the coffee shop and see different pieces that they make. I really didn't do a tour when I went through. I just kind of showed you over my shoulder. I said, look, there's all these potteries that they made. The people there were super nice. They actually, she followed me on YouTube, which was pretty cool. But they even make the pour over funnels out of pottery, and they sell those there too. I don't think they have a website. I would put the website on, so that way you can go through and check out their pottery. They're super nice people. And I don't remember if they sell like pastries and stuff, but they probably do, and I didn't try any of their pastries. But they have, I just found out, like, certain nights they have certain activities that you can go. I think they're open to like 9 o'clock. And they also sell tea there. And the people there, like I say, were super nice. So you can check that video out. I don't know if I'll put it up here or not. But I could put a link to that coffee shop if you want to see it. And so I thank everybody for joining me today. I appreciate it. And I'm glad my mic worked today. and everything. And try this coffee and let me know if you liked it. Okay, well, there we go. Wow. My phone was saying low on storage. What's that have to do with this right now? So thank you very much, everybody, for joining me, and I appreciate it. I'm going to put 2 videos over here, and then I'll put a video, or actually a subscribe button right here. And thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Remember, coffee and friends make a perfect blend. And let's see here. Thank you, everybody, for joining me today. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time on Ken Rod's Coffee Break. And if you're here in San Antonio and there's a coffee place that you want me to try, put a comment down below so I can go by there and try it. Lonely Lizard suggested edible coffee, and I'm gonna probably go by Sprouts and see if I can find that and pick that up and do a video on it. Why not? Thank you everybody for joining me. We'll see you next time on Kinrod's Coffee Break. Bye everyone.